Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. So we gotta watch this video from Support Court with Judge Vonda B. She takes on child support cases, and this is her most viewed video on YouTube. It's just titled Bad Mom. So I have a feeling that it's gonna be a doozy. So we're gonna take a look at it, and I'll give you my own thoughts. As soon as you hit the like button, subscribe, and what else can I? Comment for the algorithm, and with that said, let's begin.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, Your Honor. I'm want to sue her for child support because, you know, my kids are always with me.
Wait a second. Is he not wearing a shirt? What happened to his shirt? I can't. Oh wait, it's camouflaged. It's a bad joke. I apologize. Let's continue.
I want to sue her for child support because, you know, my kids are always with me, and she's always at work. You know, she's always working for the hospital. You know, yeah, we said back then that we could do this together as one. I went so much as far as swapping complete schedules. I started doing overnight shift now, just so I can be there for my kids and everything. And she was supposed to be working for mornings, which she was, but she volunteered for more hours. And even when she's not at work, she's just never home. I don't know where she is. She doesn't call us. She doesn't call our kids.
Oh, that's bad. She's going to work and then she just, poof, just disappears. Wonder what she's doing. That, I think, is going to really help out the situation. We figure out where she is. What's she doing after work? We don't know.
For days at a time, she's never home. And we broke it off several weeks ago. And only with my income alone, I can't really just do it with just me and my kids, especially that one has autism. I've always got to take her to the doctor and whatnot. And for these past 3 weeks, I have not seen or heard from her, even as so much as trying to help out with the kids or anything like that. So I can't get it. I'm surprised she's even here at court today.
Ah, what a doozy. I'm surprised she's here. We haven't seen her for weeks. She just disappeared. You know what? Has he not thought about just showing up to her work, though? If he knows where she works and what hours. Now, again, I don't know the legalities of, like, having your ex show up at work, but I think, you know, if you have kids and she's just not respond, I don't know. I mean, you would think that you would just kind of be like, hey, I'm here. You're the kids. I don't know.
Okay, when you say kids, how many?
I have two.
Two, all right.
You mean we, not you?
No, I have two.
Ma'am, I'm addressing him.
No, I don't know if that's fair to say I have to. I mean, it's true I have, but where do you use the we? 'Cause she also has the same two kids. So they both combined have the two kids.
For as long as I can remember, about 2 years now, she's just never been wanting to come home really. And honestly, I've caught her having some painkillers that I would only assume she's taken from the hospital she works at. She's either on painkillers, or sometimes I'll find needles around and whatnot. So I know she works at a hospital, so she's got to get the drugs from there.
Ooh, that is a bombshell. Now, I don't know if Judge Vonda B is able to do like a drug test of some sort and see like what's in the system, what's not. Otherwise, right now, it's his word against hers, so chances are they can't really use this unless he has like proof of this, but we'll see.
He's saying that you're not contributing anything.
I mean, I am though. Like I feed them or sometimes, and
You feed them?
Sounds like a cat. You're like, no, hey, listen, I did my job, fed the cat earlier today. He's good now. I can go.
She brings them fast food and leaves again.
okay, but it's food though.
But you don't sit there and spend quality time with your kids. You say, here's food, and leave.
I mean, here's the thing, like, how old are the kids? If the kids are young, you can't just be like, here's fast food. Jerry Springer's on TV, have a good time. Yeah, Netflix is wide open for you. I don't know, I feel like if the kids are under like 13, you have to spend time with them.
I mean, the tablet works just fine. They can just eat and watch the tablet. Like, why is that a problem?
Because
So you want to raise a child off of a tablet? You think that's
I mean,
okay?
they have educational stuff. I don't see what's wrong with it. Like,
They can watch Graham Stephan on YouTube. Man, that's crazy to me. But you know what? I hate to say it, but I've seen so many parents, and listen, I say this as not a parent. I don't have any kids, so this is just an outsider's perspective here that probably means nothing. But I've seen so many parents when they're out, or just like in general, where they just hand off the iPad to the child as just a way to pacify them. Just like, hey, don't bother me. Here's an iPad. Just, it's gonna suck you in. How is that going to change their mind though growing up? Just like constantly being stimulated by just a screen in front of you, like spouting off whatever. I think that's got to be so harmful. But again, I don't know the long-term impacts of that. I think some in moderation is fine. Doing that all the time as a way to like, hey, do this thing, don't bother, I'm gonna do over here, is probably a bad idea.
I'm not much of a good cook, but I do what I can to put food on the table and spend time with them. It doesn't matter if I lose sleep over it. I mean, that's why I went to overnight, because I want to spend time with my kids. I went to
Changed
overnight.
his shift to
As he
spend more
should,
time
he's
with
a
the kids.
dad.
As
but-
you should, you're a mom. The audacity.
I mean, but I have a more important job.
I mean, how many times are you going to say that? I mean, you have the audacity to say that he's a dad and he should do these things, but you're the mom and not doing these things. He changed his shift. Why can't you?
Because it's inconvenient to me.
I've actually heard a couple times to where she says, I gave birth to him, it's your job to take care of him.
You believe that?
Yes.
She's like, hey, I did my job. I incubated for 9 months. Now it's your problem.
You are going to financially support these children, and I'm going to make sure of it today. And you may want to look into trying to do a shift change yourself so you can spend some time with the kids. I mean, obviously, I can't court order you or force you to spend time with them, but you should want to spend time with the kids.
Is that healthy, though, to force someone to spend time with their kids if they really don't want to spend time with the kids? I'd almost lean in the direction that it's better for her not to spend time with the kids, because if she does, she really doesn't want to do it. How is that going to affect the child's upbringing if they could tell, like, they're around someone who doesn't want to be around them? I feel like they could just sense that. Probably better for her just to cut ties, have the father take care of them, unless she's really ready to be in their life.
You should want to spend more time with your kids.
I mean, I get it, but it's too much work having a kid with autism. That's why I just leave it to him, because he's better suited for that.
Right, yeah, no, I'm not about to do this game with you.
But you know what? Again, it's like if she doesn't want to do it, I'm a believer of, hey, if someone doesn't want to do something, don't make them do it. It's bad for everyone involved. But again, I'm not a parent. I'm a parent of a cat and a dog. So that is my extent of knowledge here.
He's actually asked for money instead of giving.
And then you have the nerve to ask for money and the kids are with him?
I mean, he has an obligation to give me support.
You know what? I'm not about to play with you. You came here to waste my time because you have the same obligation to your kids. He should not be paying you anything if the kids are with him majority of the time.
Yeah, I think it really depends on who's making more money and who has the kids more of the time. So is that right? Who has the kids more of the time? Who has the kids more? We'll leave it at that. That's terrible grammar.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. This is what we're going to do. How much money you make a year?
$60,000.
Okay, $60,000. All right. Health insurance.
That's about I just have the individual. He has a family one under his plan. So I just
Yes.
pay $80 every 2 weeks.
$80 every 2 weeks, $160 a month. Not bad for health insurance. Geez, mine is like $300 and something dollars a month. It's insane. If you're self-employed, they just charge you so much money. And I have like the worst plan possible. Like if I want to get the better plans, they're like $500-600 a month as someone with no pre-existing conditions besides asthma. It's insane how much they charge you.
I feel like I'm always not doing enough for my kids.
I mean, but
and
he
only
also
because I don't
forced
have
me
my
to have
other
the
half.
kids. Like, I don't know why you're doing that.
Because
You don't want to have your kids?
I mean, like, when I was pregnant, I told him I didn't want him because I wanted to go party. And, like, he was just like, no, we got this. And, like, how is it my fault? He wanted them. I didn't want them.
Oh man, that's bad. Imagine the kids growing up one day and coming across this video. That's bad. It takes two. You know what? She's in this just as much as he is, unfortunately, for her. But yeah, I would say, hey, if she doesn't want to be in their life, what can you do? You can't change her opinion. You can't make her want to see your kids.
Medicaid reimbursement based on 9% of your gross is $450. Do you think you can get health insurance through your employer that's cheaper than that for the children?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
You don't want to look into it?
Not really.
we work for the same company. Yes, she does.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, she doesn't want to look into it either. What's she doing? it seems like she has enough time after work to, if she's not taking care of kids, she could absolutely find the time.
I'm going to grant his request. So you have arrearages in the amount of $1,475. That's to be paid at $25 a month. So your monthly child support obligation, including the back pay, is $1,500.
Wow, that's a good chunk of her net income though. Jeez. So if she's netting $4,000, you know what? Like 40% of her income right now is going to him. Wow.
I mean, I just feel like it should be less. What am I going to be left with to party with? Like, what am I going to do?
I don't know, maybe pick up some extra shifts or work a part-time job.
To party. How is she spending $1,500 a month partying? How? Who spends that much money? I mean, I know if you go out to a bar or something like that, those drinks add up. But how about you just get one drink at a bar instead of 5? Or just drink at home and, party there. And then you don't have to worry about like Ubers or spending money out. There's so many other options than spending money partying.
You know, if she doesn't want to take care of her kids, I really don't care at this point. I just want to make sure he gets some financial assistance.
I mean, but he makes enough money.
And I mean, you make enough money too. So again, do you have any questions about anything I just said?
No.
Okay. You have any questions, sir?
No.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
So anyway, moral of the story here is I think don't have kids unless you really want to make sure you have kids. And if you don't want kids, then I don't know, don't have kids. I think it's pretty simple to say. And hey, you know what? If you don't want to be involved in their life, at least just make sure that someone else does. And you got to act on what's in the best interest of the kids. So I think that goes without saying. So overall, happy with the resolution for what it is. Feel bad for the kids though. But with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. As always, feel free to add me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.